Hey Ethan.
Hi.
Wanna watch me play some Blood?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play some Wood Elves.
Good.
Some proper Wood Elves for once. Actually, I'm playing Two-Tone, and he's got a pretty good Wood Elf team. Pretty regular Wood Elf team at this team value, I would say. Would you agree? You've got his roster.
Yep, looking at the roster. Lots of dodge, some blocks, some strip ball, some nerves of steel. On the catcher.
Yeah.
And
yeah, his catcher number 4, Stop Rolling Pows, is really good. He's got two skill ups. The first one, Nerves of Steel, and the second one is Block. And here, I'm actually having a think if I want to receive or if I want to kick. And Leperflesh made a good comment a few matches ago, and I figure that in this case it's probably better to kick because Two-Tone is bound to score pretty quickly, and that gives me a chance to try and put the hurt on his team later on. I could have just received and tried to take a leisurely stroll down the pitch for 8 turns.
yeah,
But let's be honest, how fun would that be?
it wouldn't be.
No, and I do have 12 players, so I do have the numerical advantage, and he's got armor value 7 on his dudes, so I am hoping that I can punch him a bit.
Yeah, you've got the major strength advantage. Like, he's going to be running rings around you, but when you do get hold of him, it should be pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I'd say he's when you're playing Wood Elves, since they are really good at scoring and dodging, you do tend to get a few. I mean, 2 level ups on a Wood Elf usually means they mean business. Two level ups on a Beastman is good, but it's not as awesome a player as a Wood Elf player is.
Yeah.
Some of Two-Tone's players have his War Dancers are not nice. Both of them have Strip Ball, which means that even if they blitz my ball carrier and just push him back rather than knock him down, my ball carrier still drops the ball,
Yeah.
unless he's got sure hands. But none of my guys got sure hands.
Yeah, anything other than a skull and you're losing that ball.
Yeah, and they have leap, so they can just jump into my cage and hope and pray that they do a good enough job that they just need to push, and I'm in big trouble. Which is another reason why I choose to not receive, because I kind of want to thin out the herd if possible. I mean, he's got a Wood Elf team, so he's not gonna try and punch my dudes too much because he's not as good at it as I am. Even though he tries to make a bit of a hole here and fails miserably, luckily for me, because Mikey just got block. And yeah, Mikey's a good beastman.
Look at him, he's just in and out.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why he decided to blitz Mikey, to be honest, because going through the middle there, it's still 2 dodges. Now that's number 4. That's his catcher. And Wood Elf catchers are awful. They've got movement 9, strength 2, agility 4, and armor value 7. They are pretty much a gutter runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they got catch and dodge to begin with, so he's kind of hard to knock down, especially now that he's got Nerves of Steel and Block as well.
Yep. And even if you're standing next to him, you will hopefully catch the ball with Nerves of Steel.
Yeah. Yeah, Nerves of Steel means you don't care about tackle zones when catching, picking up the ball, and throwing the ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check.
It is on throwing too.
Pass, catch, and intercept actually.
Yep.
So not picking up the ball, but which means it's super annoying if I am to pass with my guys, which would be very elf bowly of me to begin with. So, but luckily they only got strength 2. So my main objective here is to try and knock down, and knock out, because he can't pick up the ball if he's lying down.
Nope.
And it also means that he's got 3 less movement, meaning he's got 6 and 2 going for it, which is better than having 9.
Yeah, it makes him beastman speed.
And here I'm trying to. It's actually kind of hard to switch over from playing more bashy teams to an elf team.
Yeah.
Because I need to cover his guys, but I know he's gonna dodge away from me. But I want to keep as many tackle zones on as many of his players as possible.
Yeah. And try and hope that they fail the dodge.
Yeah.
And if they don't, you'll just punch them next turn.
Yeah. The only thing I'm really scared at of the moment is his tree man, fastest birch in the west. He's got guard. He doesn't have block, but he does have strength 6, which means he can punch anything that I put next to him. And I don't really want Ronnie James Dio standing there.
No.
But I don't want to risk dodging away either. At least not quite yet.
The Wood Elf style of play is definitely opportunity.
Yeah.
Like if you mess up, he will slip through the gap that you make.
Yeah.
It's rough. Fucking dodge.
I'm also trying my best to put a few guys up towards the upper part of the pitch just to threaten his ball carrier, because at this point I'm not entirely sure if he's going to run and pass this round or the next one. And since I kicked and he was receiving, I want him to score pretty much as quickly as possible. I'm trying my best to stop him from scoring, but I'm also being realistic that that's not going to happen. Not yet. I need to thin out his guys first. Because right now that's really fortunate.
Yeah.
Which is also one of the reasons why big guys are really annoying. For those that missed it, his 3-man blocked Dio, but Dio has block, and he rolled. What did he roll? I think he rolled Skull and both down or something like that. And then Two-Tone tried to re-roll it, but the
tree man's done.
Yeah, he's got Loner, which means half of his re-rolls won't re-roll, but they'll still count as being spent.
Yeah, the Wood Elf team is already out of re-rolls, and it's turn 2.
Yeah. But then again, I have to say, Two-Tone actually has 2 rerolls, which is quite a lot for a Wood Elf team. Maybe not at team value 1,460 is what I'm trying to say. But early Wood Elves don't have many rerolls.
No.
But he did say, because I asked him about it, and he said that he never starts any team without 2 rerolls. Which, to be honest, it kind of makes sense. I wish I would be as firm in my team building, but I'm usually not. I personally like having 11 guys and an apothecary, if possible 12 guys, but that's just me. As you saw there, our cow failed his wild animal, and I was trying really hard to decide if I wanted to spend a reroll trying to get it. But since Two-Tone just failed his loner roll, I figured I'm bound to do the same.
Yep. Yeah, Wood Elves tend to have the rerolls on their players as skills, like with pass and catch and things, rather than actual team rerolls.
Which is, to be honest, as an opponent, extra annoying since they've got agility 4.
Yeah, and dodge as well, of course. And it's just like, yep, everyone on the team can reroll everything all the time. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's when you're playing against elves that you notice. I mean, how much difference just 1 point of whatever means.
Yeah. Damn, he did.
And I decided to, yeah. But it's cool. I failed my going for it.
Haswick. Now he's got the butter feet instead of the butter fingers.
Well, he's really fast. He's not used to it.
Yeah, he's really fast now.
At first, I couldn't figure out what was wrong, why he fell down. But then I looked at the log and I was like, "Oh fuck, going for it." Damn.
Yes.
Yes. Treeman gets up, but then takes root, which is good for me because that means now I actually want to dodge away from him. Because at this point, I feel it's worth it.
Yeah.
Take root means they ain't going anywhere.
Nope, not unless they get knocked down.
Yeah, and I don't want to punch him anymore.
Yeah.
But I just realized I might because I never remembered that bit about take root.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good throw, bad catch.
It's actually he actually rolled snake eyes.
Yeah, a 1 and then a 1 again. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean it's nice for me, but at the same time, I mean snake eyes. That's just he should have could have scored.
Yeah. That would have been it already.
Yeah. The only reason he didn't is because I got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you eyeing up that catcher again.
Yeah, I don't like him. So I'm bringing my best guy down, Skullpoker Johnson.
Oh yeah. Damn, and he did it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Considering he's got block and dodge, so he should only be going down on 1 out of the 6 sides.
Yeah.
And it's just, he's gone down twice.
I'm actually really lucky. I had some trouble here deciding if I wanted to follow up or not, because if I follow up, I have 2 people on the Witch Elf and someone covering the knockdown thrower. But then if I just had him stand next to the ball, I would have had one extra tackle zone on the ball that Two-Tone would have to blitz away to get rid of.
Yeah, or just not care about with the catcher.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just going to say, the war dancers with the white hair do look a lot like witch elves. They look like old school witch elves.
Yeah, they do.
The new sexy ones.
Yeah, we talked about it a bit earlier about how the war dancers in this version, for some reason, are female. And if you look at the minis or the actual tabletop minis, they've always looked to me like dudes with
big hair.
A posh, big hair, 80s mohawk, and no boobs whatsoever.
Yeah, they're all dudes.
Yeah, because as far as I know, the only female players in Blood Bowl, according to the fluff, are the Witch Elves. But not in Cyanide Blood Bowl, apparently. I don't know if that's officially changed, or if the French are just a bit like extra creepy and want some more jiggle physics and boobs in there.
Yeah,
but I'm going to go with... Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, just marking down, we've insulted the French this video.
Actually, you know what? You know what I think it is? since the wood elves came with the game, and the dark elves were added later. So they probably already they felt like, well, since we're not that good at modeling hats and whatnot, we better model the female player before we ship the game, so we can just reskin her.
Yeah.
When we add the dark elves later.
Yeah, one guy had spent loads of time doing a lady model already, just wasting time. And he's like, oh, but we can use her for 2, Witch Elf and War Dancer, yeah. And they were like, okay, you didn't waste our time. Oh, War Dancer, no. Damn. That's a fancy dodge.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yep.
I get kind of lucky again. Well, in the sense that since the catcher has already moved, Two-Tone isn't scoring this round.
Yep, and you get to blitz him with number 13.
Yeah. Then again, since I spent like the first two turns talking about how I wanted Two-Tone to score early so I could just punch the shit out of him later, it kind of defeats the point of my earlier I'm gonna kill him talk.
Yeah, but you can beat him up all the time. Beat him up sooner and later. Mm-hmm.
That is the plan. But I mean, as you can see, like this game is totally different from the more bashier cage games. Like the players are really spread out. Many of my players are standing on their own, so they don't have to dodge away to get anywhere. And many of his players are, I mean, also available since he can just dodge the fuck around.
Yep. Like elves are good. Formed a nice little cage there.
Yeah, the only problem Two-Tone has is that he didn't have he should have. He needs one more dude to make it good, but he can effectively block off a big part of my team to the left, and I can't really do much about them.
Maybe.
I mean, I've got Steve Worstman there on the right, number 13, so he can easily blitz, but he doesn't have block. And at this point, I also felt it might be good to bring back Mr. Hadwick.
Yeah.
A bit.
Because he's fast.
He is fast.
I've got a feeling that line elf's getting cowed.
I don't know.
Got to do the important moves first.
I'm not really... Oh, my plan is actually not to blitz with Steve Worstman, but rather to blitz with Mikey the Bestest Beastman, which makes sense since he's number 5 and has block. Yeah. That's good thinking, me.
Yeah, your plan was better than you thought. You need to give yourself more credit.
That is actually one of the worst bit about having to rewatch all your games, because you do make some dumb mistakes that when I watch them, I'm like, yeah, people in the thread are gonna give me shit about this, and now I have to try and defend it. But hey, I mean, right now I'm playing pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
I'm doing okay, and I'm rolling really.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah.
Freaking catcher, he keeps picking it up.
Yeah. Actually, I think that was a line man.
Well, let's eat that. No, actually, you know what? That's his thrower.
Oh, even worse.
No, that's number 3. No T16 fouls, please, or bulls.
Bulls.
Depending on how you wanna pronounce it. At this point, I decide to fuck it. I'm gonna freaking cow this lineman.
Smash him up good.
Yeah, and I don't.
Oh, he fell down.
He did.
And there's no one in contact with the tree, so you're already safe.
Mm-hmm.
Sidestep, the most infuriating skill of all of Blood Bowl, Jesus.
But it's really good when you have it yourself.
Yeah.
It means that you can, rather than your opponent picking one of the 3 squares you get pushed into. You can pick any of the 8 that are available around you, which is really good, really good.
Just, I hate it so much. Yep, just move these guys around, shove a dude, and now he's even further into your cage than ever before.
Yeah.
I like it on sticks, because then you choose where they die.
I like it on Norse catchers, because they get agility, so they get blodge and then sidestep, and then they can just get pushed around a whole bunch.
You're horrible. You're a horrible human being. Yup. Think I can see where this is going.
Yep.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's actually a pretty cool little touchdown dance. And just elves.
It's very gender confused.
You're gender confused. Cheerleaders, mate.
So that's looking good.
Yeah, no.
Hasselhoof standing there looking.
He's okay.
Looking. Yeah. And unfortunately, this is looking kind of less good for me.
You knocked that guy out.
Yeah, but he's coming right back in.
Yeah, surfed him. Now look at this whoosh.
Yeah. Now this is, once again, this is a bit different from what I'm used to playing other Bashy teams. Because this I can pretty easily run through if I want to.
Yep.
And establish a base on one side. Then again, he's got War Dancers with Leap and Strip Ball. Which means
yeah, the thing is with this set with elves, especially with elves, is they're fast, and they can cover the other side of the pitch from the middle.
Yeah, I mean, what's important to me at this point is that I want a good presence. I want as many people up on the line of scrimmage as possible, just so I'm close to the Wood Elves. But I also need to protect my back end, just so they don't run through and pick up the ball.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving like the edges open, because I feel like it's a sacrifice I have to make, because otherwise I don't have enough players in the middle of where I want them, and it's good to have high fan factor.
Yep, a nice reroll.
And that's not good, because Grumblegoat Manslapper can't get to the ball and stand there and protect it, which means Skullpoker Johnson has to run down and leave his flank.
But Grumblegoat can sort of get in the way.
Yeah.
He's only 1 point away from opening up too.
Here I'm trying my best. I really wanna knock down the tree.
Yeah.
So I've set up the Minotaur so he would be able to use Frenzy. Now he won't be able to, since the tree has Stand Firm, but it's more of a general thing that I like to have it set up in a way that makes it possible for me to use Frenzy had the guy not had Stand Firm. And that's good.
Yep, that's
a KO is always nice.
Yep. Every little helps against elves.
Because that's a freaking line elf with dodge. Number 5, I don't play against Bashy, which kind of made sense because he's out.
Yeah, he got smashed.
Mr. the Fister, not the luckiest of Chaos Warriors.
Just shoving all the elves together. It's okay.
Yeah. Then again, I can't really pretend to feel bad about my rolls so far, because I've rolled really well.
Yeah, you just KO'd a tree man, which is not supposed to happen.
I know, because the tree man has armor value 10.
Yep.
He's not supposed to be knocked out. You're supposed to knock him down and then be like, he's got take root, and he's really slow, so he needs to roll to get up. Safe.
It's too fat and slow.
Yeah.
Here
once again.
Yeah.
I'm really scared that the two-tones elves are just gonna run down and steal my ball, because I am in no way certain that Set's gonna be able to pick up the ball. In fact, I'm kind of counting on him not being able to do so.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm doing all of this.
Well, that's the best way to play Blood Bowl. Expect the worst.
Play defensively on offense.
And play defensively on offense against Wood Elves, because otherwise they will punish you. See? See? He failed to pick that up like 3 times.
Yes, yes he did.
I love Set, he's my favourite.
You'd say that.
Do. Hi guys, I'm an elf. Check me out.
Hey, at least he didn't leap onto the ball and pick it up.
You can't see it, but I'm doing the I'm a little teapot dance, because apparently that's what elves do.
Yeah, they have the weirdest idle animations.
Just twirling around. Oh, here you go. He's smashed.
Yeah. Also, you should explain what leap does to our friends that don't know it.
You can you can jump over another player, and I think it's just a dodge, and then or is it just the leap roll?
It's just the leap roll, and I think the leap roll is just an agility roll.
Yeah.
So if you got agility 4, you need to roll a 3.
Yeah.
I think.
To make it. Too. So leap isn't something you want to use all the time, because you're not really that likely to do it. But it is invaluable for getting into cages, because you can leap over your own players and just appear in a cage without having to dodge.
So I played defensively, and now I've got 3 elves on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just saw a good elf play there, because he just ended his turn rather than try some blocks that are bad news. He just went, nope. I'll leave these guys here just to be wrestle. I like wrestle. Wrestle is a good skill for Wood Elves.
Yeah, that is like the one. Ooh, good for me.
They will wrestle.
That is like
him.
Yeah, that is like the one perhaps a bit differently built Wood Elf player he has. That's how could you die in GFI? Number 11, and he's got wrestle and kick. Kick is really good if you're Wood Elf, because you want to control where the ball lands. I don't think kick is as good in the Cyanide version, but that might just be me remembering badly.
It's okay. It's not. There's not as many. Damn.
He died.
Well, I guess his name was wrong, and you just proved it.
Yeah.
And was that Mr. Vista?
Yeah.
Damn.
He got kind of cranky when he didn't manage to kill him last
round.
round.
We're going from strength to strength. And this is why having a core of block is good. Now you can have all the extra legs you want.
I don't want any legs.
You don't want any legs. Fine, that's your new mutation, no legs. It's like no hands, but worse. Because you can't kick the ball.
Here I'm like, do I want to...
Do you want to get smashed by a war dancer by running your cow into it face first? Oh,
yes,
nice.
Yes, I do.
Nice.
But then again, I'm not sure if Two-Tone is gonna step onto the ball or not. But luckily he did, and luckily for me, it scattered.
And now Set can pick up the ball and you can pass it to Dio.
I could.
Or whoever number 1 is. I think number 1's Dio, because Dio's number 1. Oh no, number 1's Kozilek. But still, Dio's number 1.
Dio is down there by the Minotaur, having a good time.
Yeah, so you could do that. It's a possibility. That is a thing that could happen somewhere with the dice.
Yeah. And had I... Okay.
Steve West.
See, Set can't pick up the freaking ball.
Yeah, but
apparently Steve Worsman can do stupid stuff from time to time.
That's why I don't get it, because he has as much chance as anyone else on the team to pick up the ball, but he is apparently the only one that cannot do it. Ever.
Well, not to go into Set's defense, but he's the one that usually tries.
Yeah, but still. Because he tries a lot, that means he should at least have some success.
And that's why having rerolls are good.
Yeah. I think Set needs sure hands. Or a big hand. Or a magnet on the bowl, just anything.
He needs sure hands, and he needs pass, and he needs so many skills.
He needs so much. He doesn't need any more love, though, because you love him too much already. See, you're already planning out his next 4 level ups. Because you're like, he's going to be alive for that long, he's going to get all the points. That's what that means. I'm on to you.
Well, he's a star play point machine. He's got like, what is it, 9 star play points or something?
Yeah, I think one of them was for MVP.
Yes!
Yeah, damn. I think he's got 1 completed pass, 1 touchdown and MVP. Getting Set.
I think, well, he did make that pass that turned into a touchdown. He won us 1 game out of, well, 9 so far.
Well, that's more than, like, the rest of the team.
Yeah, except for Mr. Hadwick.
Yeah, he's really good. He is actually, like, legit a good player now.
Yep.
Whereas before he was just better. Now he's actually good too.
Speaking of Mr. Hadwick... That's him up there.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Was that a proper pass or just the handoff?
Hell no, that wasn't a proper pass.
You're the worst at getting lots of SPs. But look at how far Hadwick can move. Jesus Christ.
That's not getting SPPs. That's just knowing how awful my players are at passing.
No. They're all good at it except for Set, who's the best at it.
Ah, you're such a liar.
I'm a silver-tongued devil. I bet the new guy, Hasselhoff's really good at throwing.
He could be. He hasn't. Maybe he gets to play in the second half. Who knows?
Do it.
Yay! Still, my crowd surfs never do anything. I'm gonna punch him. See? Set can't do anything. Oh, he's got 9 star player points. He only needs 2 MVPs.
Yeah. No, he needs 1 MVP.
And then what?
And then a casualty or 2 passes. Yeah, you're right. He needs 2 MVPs. He's never getting them. Poor Set. Look how we're both looking at you.
Yeah, now no T16 fouls please. Needs to blitz, otherwise Mr. Hadwick's gonna score and tie the game.
And then it's your damn, just falling down. And then it's your reception.
Yep.
Next half. So your plan worked perfectly.
It did. And now I'm like, do I want to do something?
No, you don't.
Do I?
You don't want to do anything. You want to get Mr. Hadwick, the big box.
Fine.
Yeah. Look at him. A fine figure of a man. the extra arm that sort of doesn't do much, but looks odd. See, that's real cheerleaders.
Look at this. Well, other than the cheerleaders, I want to look at the. That looks good.
Yep. Let's see if
I kind of-
anybody recovered. I hope the tree man didn't. Nice.
Stay down.